greatest of them all. Balls versus Bussy. Bussy like pussy. Welcome back to interview hits of the latest era. Yeah, interview hits of the latest era. I'm your host, Monkey, and today we have a really interesting guest. You know her from her first hit single, Taking It One Day at a Time, but she's recently hopped back onto the scene with her explosive hit, Balls versus Bussy. Some call it Bussy versus Balls. Is it Balls versus Bussy, or is it Bussy versus Balls? That's my very first question to the incomparable Sadie Storm. Thank you. I want to say thank you first for having me, Monkey. It's great to be back, great to see you again. And it's actually kind of funny. I know that the verse that kind of blew up from the song, I say Balls versus Bussy, and like that kind of like builds on the rhyme, but actually the title was Bussy versus Balls. But I mean, if people, if you wanna call it what you want, like, go ahead. Like, who am I to judge? That's great to hear, Sadie. That's great to hear. And we're all I speak for all of us when I say we're really excited to hear you back on the scene, because speak for a lot of folks out there, we kind of thought you might have been, not in a negative way, but a one-hit wonder with Taking It One Day at a Time. So do you feel like, were you determined to fight back against that title? Did you always know that you wanted to do more than Taking It One Day at a Time? Yeah, it was, honestly, it's kind of funny, because I feel like a lot of people that are just given the term one-hit wonder, they, maybe want to break out of that, because they still have that passion for music. They want to show people, hey, I have all these other songs and I love music, and it's totally different from just this one song. But if I'm being honest, I, at the start, was really fine with just taking it one day at a time, being my one day at a time, one hit, because I didn't see a future for myself in music. I honestly thought, I just thought, I have this one message, and once I got that one message out, I was like, well, I've done my job. So I was ready to just sit back, let people enjoyed the song, and I was very happy that like a lot of people connected with me and like understood what I was going through when I made that. But after that, like, media storm kind of passed, I was like, well, back to my little life. I'm fine now. One song didn't like totally change me, but I feel like I just caught the bug again. There's no vaccine for the music bug, let me be clear. When I was, it's just a crazy story. Please do tell how, like, the story of Balls versus Bussy versus Balls came about, actually, because in the video we see you in the car with a lot of your friends, so that seems like a really interesting spot for your song to debut. Right. Let me explain. So the story goes, I was hanging out with a bunch of my friends in one of our cars, and my beautiful life partner, Emma, also my cousin, I really have to give a shout out to her. Hi, Emma, baby, I know you're watching, because she really saw that spark in me she knew that my voice had to continue to be heard, and so she encouraged me to pick up freestyle rapping. And it was such a warm and like welcome, it was a safe environment, because it was just us and her friend, and we really made a lot of magic together that hasn't even hit. A lot of it wasn't even recorded, but just incredible like relationships were formed, and we were just hitting another one of the freestyles, me and my boy Ryan, and one of our other friends, Nate, shout out Nate, started recording, and we knew that was one of the most magnetic verses, if not the most magnetic verse that I had ever freestyle rapped. So I'm incredibly thankful that he was able to record that for us, and I just thought, post it online, show some, maybe other friends, and it completely. Oh, can we get some tissues for her, please? If you don't want to share, like, that's okay. We're so thankful to have you here, and we're all very proud of you, no matter how any of this just by being who you are, we're so proud of you. Isn't that right, folks? I honestly never thought that after when you're a one-hit wonder, everything feels like you just had one hit of luck and that's it. But lightning doesn't strike twice. It doesn't strike twice in the music industry, at least. So when we received that positive reception from so many, from the old fans, from new people, it was like nothing I could have imagined. Even after the success of taking it one day at a time, I didn't know what I was capable of. I didn't know. And that's the thing with having a supportive environment, because when I made Taking It One Day at a Time, that was a very isolating time, 2020 pandemic, but this time was just so different, being surrounded by the people that you love and people that, like I said, see that spark in you that I don't always see in myself. I don't. That's an incredible story. That is an incredible story. And I think it rings true to what so many people are feeling right now from the burnout of the past 2 years, but finally being able to reconnect with those people that are their muses, their inspirations, their support networks, found family. And this song really speaks to just the power of it takes a village. So I want to say thank you for sharing that with all of us. We'll see you next time on Interview Hits of the Latest Era. That was the name of the show. And we'll see you next time on Interview Hits of the Latest Era. Thanks for watching, and go stream Bussy vs. Balls on Snapchat Music. Bussy, no, we are women, we are strong, and we don't got slugs, but some women do, and that's okay. What about